Yo, what's up guys? We are here with week 3 of the PMC. We are facing the Shinryu Pikachus and the coach Johan. Another division opponent for us after we played Esperance and Delistario last week. We lost 2-0 sadly. We're now 1-1 with a -1 differential. And now we're having our third battle of the season, and it's not a must win for us, but it would be pretty nice to win this one just because it would allow us to have a better position in our division, obviously, for the playoff race and stuff like that. And division matches are always more important than like inner conference matches or just like versus the other conferences, stuff like that. So definitely an important game for us. And as you can see, I bring the Mega-Venusaur this week, making its season debut. I don't think I'll upload a team builder yet because I'm kinda busy. I'll upload a team builder this week because I'm kinda busy. But I will go over my team real quick here. Looking at my opponent's squad first. He brings the Jolteon, the Malamar, the Charizard X, the Goodra, the Azumarill, and the Seismitoad. And looking at the squad, it's kinda mono-walled by Mega-Venusaur. Besides the Goodra and besides a +1 or +2 Zardex. Mega-Venusaur can actually 2-hit KO Zardex with poison damage from Sludge Bomb before it can 2-hit KO me, so unless it's adamant, obviously. So that's kinda nice. But if I get rid of Zardex and Goodra, Mega-Venusaur actually not only walls the 4 mons he brings in Jolteon, Malamar, Azumarill, and Seismitoad, but his entire roster. So besides the 2 dragons he brings here, he has nothing to do with it. So that's definitely my win condition this week. It's max HP, almost max defense, bold nature, with just enough speed to outspeed max speed Azumarill, should he bring it for some reason. Then I have Discharge, Volt Switch, Grass Knot, and Thunder Wave, Thunderous Eye, just here to like spam Volt Switch, should he not bring Jolteon, which he does. Grass Knot, obviously, to Oko the Seismitoad. Discharge to Para stuff, same with Thunder Wave. Basically, my team is built that way that I can win with Venusaur and not get swept by Zardex. So basically, every mon on my team can deal with Zardex kinda good. Like Thunderous can Prankster T-Wave it, Ditto can Imposter it, Rhyperior can take hits, Mandibus can Whirlwind it, auto hit it with foul play, stuff like that. Then I have the Infernape. I think it's mixed this time with Grass Knot, Close Combat, Mark Punch, and Flare Blitz. No, not Flare Blitz. Mark Punch, Close Combat, Grass Knot, and some other move I forgot. I don't think I used it. It's not. Oh, it's U-turn. I think. Yeah, that makes sense. Holding the Muscle Band, Thunderous Eye has the Magnet this time because I just want to spam Volt Switch most of the time. Then I have Mandibus, mostly specially defensive to take on the Goodra, but an okay amount of physical defense to like at least live 1+1 Flare Blitz or Outrage from Megazard X from full. It has Foul Play, Defog, Roost, and Whirlwind. I probably won't go for Defog because I want these rocks up to whittle down his Zard X and his other mons to put them in range and stuff like that. Then obviously I have Scarf Ditto, pretty standard, and I have almost max physically defensive Rhyperior with Toxic, Stealth Rock, Rock Blast, and Earthquake. My initial switch into the Zardex, probably. Looking at his team, I really expect like Specs Jolteon because that thing can actually do a lot of damage versus my squad, besides the Mega-Venusaur. Probably like standard Malamar, maybe Rest Talk, but I think it needs like Psychic Cut, Knockoff, and Superpower to be effective. Standard Dragon Dance Zardex, probably Adamant because my team is not that fast, and I don't think I have a base 100 mon on my team. Probably AV or Specs Goodra, both of which could be pretty threatening to my team. As you have seen in the first 2 weeks, my team is pretty weak to Dragon, which it won't be anymore after this week, because I actually dropped Duck Trio and Miltank for Granbull and Steelix, so got my Dragon resistant immunity there. Azumarill could be Choice Bandit, could be Belly Drum, doesn't really matter because Venusaur vaults it like in its entirety, so that doesn't matter. And probably like a defensive Stealth Rock, Seismitoad here, so nothing too fancy on my opponent's side of the field. And I decided to lead off with my Mega-Venusaur here because I want the Mega up to take hits better from maybe an Ice Punch Azu, Ice Beam Goodra, Flamethrower Goodra, Zardex even. Like, I just want to be able to take hits and pressure him with my big wall here. So let's hop right into it. John's link obviously will be down below in the description. Definitely go check him out after this battle. Go watch his side, what he thinks of the match. And yeah, I lead up with my Venusaur as he goes for the goes into Seismitoad here turn 1, which is great for me. I can just Mega Evolve here and go for the safe Leech Seed. If he wants to get up rocks, that's fine fine with me, but I think he wants to save this thing for later. He goes into his Charizard, which is a pretty aggressive play, but probably one of his better switch ends. And seeing that he goes into Charizard instead of to Goodra, it tells me that it's probably not Sapsipper, but probably Gooey or maybe a weird Rain Dance variant, which could work in combination with the Seismitoad, so I definitely have to watch out for that. But I get the Leech Seed off on the Charizard, and now I have it 100% in range of 3-hit Rock Blast from Rhyperior, sorry, which is the mon I go into here, as he decides, surprisingly in my opinion, to Mega Evolve and go for the Outrage. Yes, Outrage hits my entire team, but it allows me to revenge kill with my Rhyperior, which is very, very physically defensive and can take 2 Outrages with ease, especially after leftovers and Leech Seed. So he allows me to revenge kill his biggest threat to my team turn 3, so definitely a weird play in my opinion on his part, but it works out great for me because now it's only the Goodra that can really deal with the Mega-Venusaur, and that only when it's Choice Specs or Life Orb or something. He hits me with another Outrage, doesn't really matter, gets confused, and I go for the Earthquake, which knocks this thing clean out. So Rhyperior getting a kill here, which is nice, and the biggest threat to our team is down. I think next he goes into his Seismitoad, I'm not sure, yes he does, and I don't really need this Rhyperior anymore, so I decide to go for my Stealth Rock, expecting him to Stealth Rock up as well. Rocks don't hurt my team that much besides my Thundurus and my Mandibuzz, but they still can take a hit if needed. Mandibuzz obviously can always take a hit, so that doesn't really matter. And yeah, here I decided to save my Rhyperior because the Scald is pretty obvious, even the Earth Power, and Venusaur can take both of them. He Scalds me, which is fine. Doesn't get the burn, thankfully, good for me. And I'm free to go for another Leech Seed here, expecting the Goodra again to come in, but he goes into the Malamar. Solid play on his part, because Malamar is pretty bulky and can probably take two Giga Drains and stuff, and can deal some nice damage with the Psycho Cut. I get some health back here with the Leech Seed, and I decide to stay in on this turn, because I kind of expect him to like just hit me with maybe a knockoff, predicting that I switch out, and I go just for the big sludge for me, which is just over 50%, so an easy 2 KOs. He misses Hypnosis unfortunately, but it's like what, 65% accuracy. Nothing I can do about that. I don't want my Venusaur asleep, but I don't want to switch something else in, so I just allow him to put me to sleep, and because he is faster, I can burn my initial turn of sleep here, so that's not too big of a deal. And as I recover back up to full with the Leech Seed, which is great recovery here for me, Venusaur sitting in front of his mons like it doesn't really care. Pretty good for me, as he reveals now the Psycho Cut. Does some solid damage, like 45-ish%, but doesn't really matter because on next turn I probably will wake up and can just Synthesis up, so that doesn't matter. Gets a Leech Seed back here, And as long as he doesn't crit me, I think even with a crit I can live. I'm pretty sure I calced it. I think a crit at like 127 max or something. Doesn't crit me, and I wake up, go for the synthesis, and am almost back to full here, which is great for me. So now he gets his lefties back again, but also gives me some nice leftovers here. And because I don't want to get put to sleep again, I decide to switch out in this turn. But I wasn't really sure if his after leftovers the leech seed will kill him. So I made a risky play and go out into Superior, hoping that he just hits me with the Psycho Cut and then goes down to leech seed, so that my or hits me with the Hypnosis and then goes down to leech seed, so that my Rapira gets some health back without taking too much damage and might still be around. He goes for the Hypnosis, which is great for me. Don't really care about this thing putting me to sleep, because Rapira isn't that useful anymore. It's basically just a sack for me. I get some lefties back here, which make up for the rock damage that I took earlier, and I get some leech seed back, which puts my Rapira at a solid amount of health again, but his Melamar doesn't die. In hindsight, probably I should have switched out here into Mega-Venusaur again, because there was no chance he would go for a Psycho Cut, as he goes for the superpower and deals some solid damage for me. I should have preserved my Rapira here, but it doesn't matter too much, I think. Even though his Jolteon now becomes more of a threat, obviously, if he locks himself into Thunderbolt and my Venusaur for some reason goes down, so gotta take care of that first. Get some leech seed back here again, and this Melamar goes down. It's a nice passive kill here for Mega-Venusaur. Hit it with the Sludge Bomb and took 7 or 6 turns of leech seed to go down. He goes into his Azu, and I think I switch out into my Mega-Venusaur here, expecting him to go for the Aqua Jet, and I kind of make a misplay, because this Aqua Jet did so much, absolutely no damage to me, that I didn't even calculate 21 HP. Had I calculated, I probably knew that it was Banded, probably, or at least Adamant, and then Splash Pad or something, but I didn't calculate and I didn't know that it's Banded, so I misplay here a little later in the game. I missed my leech seed on his switch to Goodra, which kinda sucks, because recovery is good, but I can just sack my Rapira. Yes, he surprisingly goes for the Flamethrower instead of the Dracometeor. Flamethrower would have done 25% to 30% to my Venusaur, so not the best move he could have gone for, because it just doesn't beat my Venusaur 1 versus 1. Probably should have Dracoed there to get rid of my Venusaur, as I just decide to sack my Rapira. Here I go into my Infernape, because I realized that this Goodra is almost impossible for me to whittle down with my Thunderous, which is a special attacker, with my Ditto, which loses 1 versus 1 because there's less HP than that thing, and for my Venusaur as well, because Sludge Bomb and Gale Ray do 15% to this monster. So I decide I have to sack my Infernape here just to get damage off. I go for a big close combat here, knowing that it wouldn't kill. Had I been banded, it would have killed him, but I was just muscle banned and there was no chance I'd kill him. As he goes for gets the GUI here on me, which doesn't matter obviously. As he goes for Dracometeor, revealing that he is an Assault Vest variant, most likely, not Choice Specs or anything. Infernape goes down, but that doesn't matter, because now I'm in a really good position here. I can bring in my Mandibuzz to Revenge Kill it, or just get solid hit off on something. As he switches out, I contemplated going for a Whirlwind here, or maybe I even did, but I'm pretty sure I just went for the Foul Play to knock this Goodra out. Yeah, I go for the Foul Play here, and as he sends out his Azumarill, does absolutely nothing. I get some nice leftovers back here, so still nice and healthy. And here I decide, because I don't know that this thing is banned because I didn't calculate, I make a very aggressive switch and go into my Ditto, which was pretty dumb. Mega-Venusaur would have been an easy switch in, but I wanted some more offensive pressure here on my side, and see if I can lift the player up. And like, I had to keep my Venusaur healthy, which is like the most important thing for me to do in this game. So my Ditto goes down to the banded player up, which is pretty annoying. But now I have like a nice switch into my Thundurus and can go for the Grass Knot, because I expected to go either into the Jolteon or the Seismitoad. Again, I could have gone into my Venusaur, but I really contemplated, like, I really thought that last month Venusaur definitely wins if I like can catch the Goodra with the Discharge or Grass Knot and then weaken it to a point like where Venusaur definitely kills it. Since I was Jolteon, and I allow him to Volt Switch because I'm pretty sure he will not stay and go for the T-Bolt, and I decide just to go for another Grass Knot, I believe. Goodra comes in on the rocks, doesn't like puts it in range for 2 Grass Knots, and now his last mon, because he lets me kill this Goodra here on this turn. Now the last one that can even touch my Venusaur, it goes down. Had I used my Venusaur, had I used the Azumarill earlier to get like my health back with the Venusaur earlier in the game, I would have won 100%. But now he's in range. He has a chance to beat me should he hex me with Thunderbolt, Paras or Thunderbolt crits on my Venusaur with his Jolteon, which after the Volt Switch damage I know is choice back. So I bring my Venusaur here. I'm still at like a nice 65% as he goes for the T-Bolt. Once again showing that he is specs, and if he paras me here on the critical hit, I was freaking out after I saw the crit and the damage. Had he parried me here, he would have won the game basically, because I played my Venusaur too passively and too safely early in the game. But that doesn't happen, thankfully. I can, from that range, I can take easily 2 more Thunderbolts, so I can just recover up and beat this thing down with the Giga Drain. Problem was, I really want to stall out this Jolteon after this Giga Drain with Synthesis and the Leech Seed probably, but my Janna, shoutouts by the way to my buddy Noodle Reckless Urzarang on Twitter, he jammed my team this week because I didn't really have the time to do it myself, because I jammed with Power Saves and that takes like over an hour every time I do it. Jammed my team, but I didn't check for PP, and all my mons had only the normal amount of PP, so I had 5 Syntheses and 10 Giga Drains and stuff like that, so that was kinda annoying in the late game because I wanted to stall out his squad. He goes for another Thunderbolt. If he doesn't para me to death here, I win the game, as he does not para me. Venusaur just sits here and now only has to deal with the Azumarill and the Seismitoad, both of which go down to the Giga Drain and the Sludge Ball respectively. He goes into Azu, hoping he outspeeds me, which he does not, and I can just easily kill this monster with the Giga Drain. Goes down here, and I'm now back at almost full health, I believe. Yeah, like it's a clean 90%. And now even if the Seismitoad has a Rindo Berry, he cannot beat me because Seismitoad just cannot touch Venusaur at all. Yes, he could Ice Beam, freeze me, but that's a 10% chance, and then again I have Mandibuzz, which could probably revenge kill it or stall it out or something. So Seismitoad goes down, is not Rindo Berry, and I beat Joyan and the Shinryu Pikachus 2-0. Very, very solid match. I think I played my Venusaur way too safely. Could have gone into Azumarill more often and probably could have stayed in on Goodra the first time it came out to preserve my what's the name, Rhyperior, but didn't really matter in the end. Probably could have been like a 3-0 or 4-0 win had I played it more aggressively, but I just want to make the safe plays to ensure me the win, even though I could have lost to insane hacks at the end. But yeah, definitely good game to join. Go check him out. Link will be down below, and yeah, leave a like in the comment. Obviously, let me know what you think about the battle, and I will catch you next week versus the Sydney Crocodiles for my week 4 match versus I forgot the name of the coach. We're battling tomorrow actually, so we'll have battle when this match goes up already. So I catch you next week with that one, and see you then.